Now here we are in Grow Garden. This is a full guide on all of the mutations in the game and how to get them and what they are going to be worth. So I guess let's simply get on into it now, guys. So there are currently 12 plus mutations in Grow Garden that you guys can have on your crops. I'm going to be explaining all of them. So first of all, guys, we have the wet mutation. This is what's currently applied to this papaya right now, I'm fairly certain. And a wet mutated plant is going to be worth 2 times more. Now this wet mutation gets applied during rainy weather or thunderstorm weather, which is awesome. Now of course, if you guys didn't know, as you play Grow Garden, weather events will randomly occur and they will inflict potentially random mutations on your crops. So that's the wet mutation. We also got a very similar one to that, which is chilled. Chilled, guys, is going to be a mutation that gets applied during frost events. Now these frost events, guys, can occur again just like the rain weather or thunderstorm weather, guys. Now also you can go and get chilled via the polar bear pet, which is this pet over here. So you guys get this, I think, from the legendary egg, and you guys can get chilled mutation, as you can see, 10% chance every 70 seconds to make a fruit chilled, which is pretty cool. Next, guys, you got the chocolate mutation. Unfortunately, guys, you can't get this anymore. Well, you still actually can, and I'll be explaining how to do that in a second. But this chocolate mutation was worth 2 times more, and it was obtained via a chocolate sprinkler. Now this chocolate sprinkler, guys, was sold in the Easter event shop, so you guys unfortunately can't buy them anymore, but you guys can still trade for them. People do still have these chocolate sprinklers, and you guys can trade for them, and people are selling them for quite a lot of money because, of course, not many people have them anymore, and they are worth quite a bit of money, guys. So that is how you guys can go and get yourself the chocolate mutation. Next, we have moonlit. So moonlit, guys, is a mutation that gets applied during nighttime. As you can see, if you come over here at this post, it'll tell you guys whenever the next nighttime event is. Essentially, it's every hour on the hour, and as it's nighttime, a few of your crops will randomly be inflicted with the moonlit mutation worth 2 times more. Next, guys, you have the bloodlet mutation. This mutation is worth 4 times more. It's very similar to the moonlit the moonlit mutation, guys. However, instead of during night times, it's during blood moons. Now if you guys don't know, blood moons have a 30% chance of happening whenever a nighttime occurs. Now if you guys want to find blood moons all the time whenever it's nighttime, just server hop, and you will eventually find some servers with blood moon events currently underway. And therefore, guys, in those servers you are able to essentially get the bloodlet mutation just as you would with the moonlit mutation. Next, guys, we have the frozen mutation. How can we get the frozen mutation? Well, essentially, guys, whenever a wet plant gets the chilled mutation, remember I talked about these 2 mutations at the start of the video, or if a chill plant gets the wet mutation, that will make it frozen. So essentially, guys, if a fruit both has the wet and chilled mutation, it'll remove those and it'll instead give the frozen mutation, being worth 10 times more. Now, of course, you can also get frozen via the polar bear pet. It's got, of course, the 10% chance every 70 seconds to make a crop frozen, which is quite nice. Next, we have golden. Here's the gold mutation. So golden mutations have a 1% chance to spawn whenever you have a plant there, guys. Now, you can also have golden plants made by the dragonfly pet. This pet is obtained from the bug egg. You guys can buy that both from the shop and over there in the egg shop too for free. Now this is worth 20 times more. By the way, guys, if you do have golden trees and rainbow trees, then the chance for a golden and rainbow crop will be higher, so keep that in mind. It's not 1% chance. If it's a golden tree, it is more than that. It's probably like 10%. So yeah, keep that in mind. Next, we have zombified. This gives a 25 times mutation, but sell value. So this zombified mutation is applied via the chicken jockey pet. This pet, guys, is gonna go ahead and every 1 second, let's try and view this, every 30 minutes it's got a 20% chance to make a fruit zombified, which is awesome. That's the only way to get a zombified mutation, which is pretty cool. Next, we've got the rainbow mutation. This is worth 50 times more. Now the chance for a rainbow crop to spawn is 0.1. Now I think I've got a few rainbow crops, for example, over here. Of course though, guys, if you've got golden and rainbow trees, that chance will be increased. If you've got a rainbow tree, it's probably like, I don't know, 10% chance or more. I mean, to be fair, we've got a lot of apples here that are rainbow from this rainbow apple tree. So yeah, if it is a rainbow tree, it's going to be a higher chance. Same with a golden tree. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and get it from them. That's the only way of getting rainbows. It's just a small chance whenever your tree gets placed and fruits grow. Next, we have the shocked mutation. Now, the shocked mutation, guys, gets applied whenever a thunderstorm event occurs. So the thunderstorm event, what happens during those events is that lightning is going to strike down to the ground, and whenever it does that, all fruits nearby will be given the the shock mutation. That's worth 50 times more, by the way. Now, if you guys want to, you can actually increase the chance of that happening by purchasing lightning rods from the gear shop. These lightning rods, guys, will have a radius where they'll affect all the plants, and they'll make the lightning attracted to it, so you guys will have a higher chance of that occurring. Next, we have the celestial mutation. Now, this, guys, happens whenever a crop gets hit by a shooting star during the meteor shower event. This meteor shower event, guys, happens during night times only, and it's going to be quite a rare event that occurs, but make sure you guys go ahead and wait until it's nighttime before that will happen. And if it does, and if it strikes down, that's going to be worth 120 times more, which is crazy, guys. Now, keep in mind with this too, is that you can also buy a thing called like a star caller or something, which is very similar to the lightning rod. You guys can get that from the Blood Moon shop. Now, if you guys don't know about the Blood Moon shop, it spawns right here, but it only does during Blood Moon events. Of course, I've told you guys, Blood Moon events happen every 30% chance every single time it's nighttime. Now, these Blood Moon events, guys, again, you can just server hop to find one and get the star caller from that. Finally, guys, we have the disco mutation. This mutation is worth 125 times. Crazy, guys. So how can we go in and get this? Well, this is going to be happening during disco events. These events, guys, can only be spawned by admins, and the best place to find a disco event starting is whenever there is an update countdown. So, for example, if you guys play the game like 1 hour before an update happens, you'll have a lot of disco events occur. I remember last time, guys, I might even have some disco. Yeah, as you can see, I've got a few disco things in my inventory right now. But yeah, you will go ahead and have admins spawn these disco events, guys, left, right, and center whenever an update is near. So I do recommend to stay in the game kind of close to the point when an update will occur. Now, if you guys want to, you can go ahead and stack mutations. As you see, I've got Disco Shocked Candy Blossom. That means, guys, if I try and show you how much this Candy Blossom's worth, even for this small Candy Blossom, it's going to be worth a lot of money. So as you see, how much is this worth? This is going to be worth 26 million alone. And it's a small Candy Blossom, guys. So as you see, you can stack these mutations, and it makes them really overpowered. So what I'd recommend you guys do is not just sell a thing instantly, guys. As soon as you get a mutation, I would recommend stacking them. It's going to be what makes you guys the most money here in Grow Garden. But there you guys have it. That is a guide to get all of the mutations in Grow Garden and how to make a lot of money. So I guess, guys, like and subscribe for more.